Hi, and welcome to another episode of Endeavor TV. I'm your host, Jason Bradkoff. Today we're going to talk about another college admissions topic, and it's fact about kind of a mix between college admissions and standardized testing. We're talking about the concept of superscoring. A lot of families have asked me questions about that, so I thought I'd make a video about it to help explain so that people understand. The concept of superscoring works like this. Many students these days take the SAT multiple times. The idea is to achieve a score that is the most helpful for college admissions. So the idea is that when you take the SAT, you get two individual scores, one for math and one for the evidence-based reading and writing, which I also just call the English side of the test. And then you add those two scores together to get your total score. So imagine, if you will, there's a student, and we're going to call this student Grace. And let's say Grace got a score of 550 in the math and 630 in the English on the SAT in, say, March of her junior year. Now that score probably is not what she wants for the schools to which she's applying. She wants to get a better score for the school so that she can really max that number out and then focus more on her grades and other things, her college application essay, and really put together a college application packet that shows her off in the best light. So she's decided to take the SAT again in October of her senior year. Now that summer, because she wasn't happy with her math score, she took math tutoring and studied math books and took the math sections of practice tests from the College Board's official SAT study guide. And she worked really hard, and she has an amazing improvement, and she achieves a score of 650 on that October SAT. But because she wasn't really paying attention to her English score may go down a little bit. Sometimes that happens. And let's say she's only getting a 600 now on that English. Still a good score, but a little bit lower than her previous score. Now, a lot of students back in the day might have panicked and said, oh no, I have to try and fit in another SAT before my application deadlines. But thankfully, most schools these days, most colleges universities, use superscoring. So they'll take both of your SAT scores that you've submitted, and they'll take the higher English score from that March SAT, that 630, and they'll take that higher math score from that October SAT. So in March, Grace got a 550 in math and a 630 in English, which is an 1180. In October, Grace got a 650 in math and a 600 in English, which is a 1250. A nice improvement. But the super score that the colleges and the universities to which she's applying put together, that's a 1280. Even better than the best score Grace achieved on any one SAT date. And that's the score that the colleges and universities to which she's applying will use as part of her application. She doesn't have to do that. She doesn't have to send those scores or figure out a way to write them down somewhere. The colleges and universities, their admissions departments, will just do that. Now, there's a lot of reasons why they do that. Two reasons, and the most common ones, are it makes Grace, or any student in this case, look better. Gives them a better score. They did achieve those numbers, but it also makes the college or university look better. If they accept Grace, the numbers that they have to report will include a 1280 instead of a 1250 or an 1180. And that way, when they put together their composite scores that they publish on their website or in the College Board's Big Future website or on Naviance or in the reports they send to the Federal Department of Education, they can say those scores are higher than any one score that a student achieved on a test. It makes the school look more prestigious and selective. So those are the main reasons why colleges do it, to make the students look better and to make the colleges look better. So superscoring is how they consider scores. So if you get a lower score every so often, don't worry about it. The colleges and universities will ignore it during the admissions process. They will never hold it against you. Well, I hope that that was a helpful explanation of what superscoring is. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to leave a comment below on the video here on YouTube or Facebook or wherever else you're seeing this video. If you're listening to the audio podcast, you can leave a comment in iTunes, or you can hit us up on our Twitter feed @EndeavorPod. And that way I can respond to your questions either here on video or on the Twitter feed. Please remember to subscribe. That way you get these videos right away, especially if you've left a comment that includes a suggestion and we follow up on it. You'll be able to see that video come out when it does. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and have a great day.